everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I've recorded a video, but things were pretty busy in June and July for me. But there are a ton of movies I want to review now, and I thought, why not come back with a new video on none other than Stuber. And, why Stuber, you're asking yourselves. And it's because, has there ever been a movie about Uber? I don't think there has been, so that's why Stuber. Now, Stuber is not a good movie. I want to be clear on that. It is not funny. It is, at times, painful to sit through. And it is very unoriginal. But that doesn't mean that it shouldn't be reviewed. And that doesn't mean that we shouldn't watch it. So, needless to say, when I saw it, I was like, well, that's my big comeback video. Stuber is the movie that I will be reviewing and to get back into the rhythm of YouTube. So, where do I begin with this hard to define cinematic piece of, I don't want to say trash, but it's something like that. Stuber is a movie about a man named Stu who drives for Uber. Creative points on that one. Good job, whoever came up with that. He's played by Kumail Nanjiani, who is a really funny guy. I think he's a talented writer. He wrote for a movie called The Big Sick with his fiance. Now that's a really good movie. Go watch that instead of Stuber. But yeah, I think he, in general, is a very entertaining actor. This is not the greatest role, but at times he does make this movie funny. Co-starring in Stuber is Dave Bautista as Vic. He is not funny in this movie. Not an enjoyable performance at all. Anyway, so Stu is an Uber driver trying to save up some extra cash to impress the girl he really likes and to help open up a cycling studio with her. Now, I'm going to try to explain the plot, so stay with me here, okay? So Stu drives for Uber, thus his nickname, Stuber, and one day he picks up Vic. That's Vic, right there, with the zany dog in the middle. The dynamics of this movie. And he picks him up for a ride, but what Stu doesn't know is that Vic is trying to solve the murder of his former partner, and also he's trying to track down like a drug kingpin. But it gets even wackier, so stay with me, alright? You'll never believe this part, but Vic had LASIK surgery that very morning, so he can't see. Oh man, the script writers for Stuber are they're on fire with their comedy. The laughs never stop. But actually, the laughs never really begin because this movie isn't funny. The problem with Stuber is really the screenwriting. It is not good at all. The movie just kind of goes through this insanely repetitive process. It is just the same thing that happens over and over and over again. So basically, we see the same scene at least 15 times in this movie. I lost count because I didn't want to count, but Stu essentially drops Vic off somewhere and he's like, oh, okay, thank you for choosing Uber. I'm going to go find someone else now. And Vic's like, you're not leaving now. You're involved in this process. And then Stu is like, well, I'm an Uber driver, so that's not how this works. And then somehow Stu is wrapped up in the whole thing. And then there's a whole violent blowout scene, like a bunch of shooting and people die. And then they go to the next location. And then Stu is like, okay, I'm going to go see this girl I like, so I'm going to drop you off here. And Vic is like, how dare you? How dare you say that? I could arrest you right now. And it just happens like 15 times. Like, Stu's trying to get away, and Vic is like, you cannot leave. Which seems illegal to even insinuate that he couldn't leave. He's an Uber driver. He can go wherever he wants. It's his job to go pick up other people. So If you really love that scenario playing out like 15 times, you're gonna freaking love this movie. Because it's just that, like, over and over and over. Another thing this movie does so many times is just destroy every set. I'm sorry to whoever the set designer was on this movie. I'm sure it was just really frustrating to be you, because they destroy every set possible. It's like they walk into a store, oh, let's find a way to destroy the store. They walk into, like, an apartment complex, let's blow up the apartment complex. It's not fun to watch. There's also an incredibly random twist near the end of this movie that it is so dumb. I feel like so many action movies now just feel like they have to have a twist just to have one, and this one was stupid and I didn't feel invested in it at all. So unfortunately, Stuber is not a good movie, nor is it a funny movie, and I would not recommend it at all. I'm going to give Stuber a 4 out of 10. I know that sounds harsh, but I did not enjoy watching it. I think it could have been way better. The characters could have been more well written, and the dialogue certainly could have been a lot more funny. So, have you seen Stuber, and did you enjoy it? Were you disappointed in it like I was? I mean, granted, I was not expecting something great, but it was rough to watch. Thank you for watching this review, and be sure to check back soon for more content on this channel. And don't forget to go on my website, showmethemovies.net. Thanks!